to call it the hip 90-90 stretch, and that kind of gives yourself a cue to make sure that you're at 90 degrees on the front leg, 90 degrees on the back leg. If you can sit like this, wonderful. You're gonna get a nice deep hip joint stretch, but some people may have to start way back here and you'll get a nice hip flexor stretch. I like to also switch and go forward and you'll get a nice glute hamstring stretch if you lean forward. Okay, so number 13 is a basic hamstring stretch. This stretch can be done many different ways, so if this one bothers you, ask your doctor for an alternative. But you sit on the floor. This is gonna be the inactive leg. It's just gonna be tucked in nice against the other leg, and this is gonna be the stretched leg. So you're trying to bring your chest to this knee, and that just is where your mind should be. You don't actually have to do that. So you're gonna bring your chest up and over and reach for that foot. Okay, if you're here, that's fine. If you're here, that's fine, as long as you feel a stretch. There.
So number 14, they show you kind of grabbing up and doing this kind of a stretch. You will feel that stretch in here, the thigh, and in the hamstring, the piriformis. It's not my favorite stretch the way they have it listed there. I find this one a lot easier. If you cross your leg over your knee, do the best you can. If you've got a tight piriformis, your knee may be all the way up here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to get that knee down. I usually use my forearm, kind of press my elbow down, and then you're gonna lean forward. So play with the angle based on your body. You're gonna find that sweet spot where you feel that stretch right in your tushy. If you feel it in your hip's too tight, so you really need to do this stretch too. So you're just going to press down in there and hold it. Give it some time. This is a great stretch, and when you sit down at work, you can get in there and release that muscle. There's also many variations on piriformis stretches. Your piriformis muscle can get pinch the sciatic nerve, outside of your spine, so it's really important to keep this muscle loose. You want to give it a chance to lengthen, so again, holding this stretch for a longer period of time, you're going to get more benefit from it. This is another variation of that stretch. It's a piriformis stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to get down on your hands and knees. You're going to take one leg, you're going to bring it, kind of rotate it in. So bring your heel across. You're going to take your other leg straight, and then you're going to sit down. And you'll feel that stretch on this bent leg. And you can kind of play with the angle on where you feel that stretch. So you can kind of sit down and just get into that. So this is a real important muscle to stretch because it does put pressure on that sciatic nerve that you hear people talk about sciatica. So this is a really great way to get in there and release it on that peripheral muscle. So just kind of lean in and just play with that angle on your body, maybe slightly different than mine. I find that the more this knee gets tilted out, the more this leg is across, the better the stretch is. And some people can get way down there, but just do the best you can. You may be up here, wherever your body allows you to start there, and you can progress your way up, but this is a wonderful stretch.
Okay, number 15 is really just massaging out the bottom of your foot. Of course, it can help with any plantar fasciitis, but also helps all the muscles up the chain since that's your contact with the ground. So what you're gonna do is just get the bottom of your foot, 2 thumbs work, and right in the middle of these 2 bones, you just wanna push down and out and massage your own foot. This is gonna be, of course, done with a frozen lime, I like to tell a lot of patients, but also just a lacrosse ball or anything, you can roll out your foot on that. Same effect. 16, you wanna bend one leg, be up on the other foot, and sit back on that back heel, and you wanna walk your hands forward as much as you can. I feel a stretch right in my upper back. This variation, maybe easier variation is a child's pose. So that would just be bending both knees and sitting that butt way back and reaching forward. Number 17 is a hip flexor stretch, probably the most important muscle to stretch. When you're sitting, that muscle's contracted, so most people have a tight hip flexor, leads to posture all the way up the chain being faulty. So what you're gonna do is have one leg bent and one leg, one knee on the ground, and you're just going to lean forward, and this is the side being stretched. So you should feel a stretch way up here. So I feel it just like that. You can get a deeper stretch going down further. I also like to add in an arm going up, and you should feel that whole chain being stretched. It's a really good stretch.